Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. I got a request in one of our last videos to work on dealing with the lockdown from half guard. How to pass it, how to deal with it, how to stop all the mean shit that can come out of it, right? When it comes to the lockdown, there are a few things. If someone's playing lockdown, they probably have some things they like to do from there. For me in particular, I go into lockdown motion so I can regather the knee line, so I can start going to lower leg shifts, so I can start escaping out the back with underhooks. I don't usually play it to get to electric chair and things of that nature, but a lot of people will. Okay, so one thing I would suggest when we do go to lockdown is never let them scoop your leg, your free leg. Okay, if they can scoop your free leg, they can get underneath your hips, really separate your knees, start playing those electric chair motions. So we'll talk about that, and we'll look at 3 ways of how I like to deal with the lockdown. Okay, 2 of them are passing scenarios, and one of them is a really, really mean submission that I learned as the standing Indian death lock. Don't know where it comes from, don't know why it's called that, but that's what I learned it as, that's what I teach it as, that's what it's called. So we're going to look at these options, how I like to play, why I'm successful dealing with lockdowns, and yeah, hopefully sharpen you guys up for the future when you're dealing with these types of people who play lockdowns. Cool, so let's look at it. So I'm in the half guard, and I've made the mistake of keeping my ankle rotated exterior to my hips. Okay, a lot of times when I'm playing half guard, I'll be bringing this ankle towards my opposite knee and really pinning my knees together. Okay, so I can't let this ankle, my inside ankle, go outside the line of my hips. Otherwise, they're going to be able to easily lock in a lockdown position. Go ahead and go to lockdown. As you see here, my ankle is definitely exterior rotated relative to my hips. Okay, this is not good for me. Now, if they're good with the lockdown, they're going to have not so much a triangle. If there's a triangle, if she has her foot like right behind her knee in like more of a triangle position, if she has her foot behind her knee in more of a triangle position, it's quite easy to pommel this foot out. There's not a whole lot of connection and nothing really keeping my ankle stuck there. So just try that first. But if her ankles are closer together, like it's not directly behind her knee like a triangle, it's a much tighter lock. It really locks my foot into place. Okay, so this is when you know you're dealing with somebody educated and you know you got to actually deal with the position properly. Now, like I was saying, I can never let her scoop this leg. Okay, if she tries to go to scoop this leg, she needs to bring her head towards the leg. So I'm going to cross face her and never let her get close. Also, what I'm going to do is hide my leg from her. I can't let her have that. Sometimes I'll even cross my own feet. Okay, and this brings us to a little simple one where you can just use your own feet to pommel in. Right? And you can start unraveling the position here, but this doesn't deal with what happens up at the higher level. Okay? Now I have to go in to correct this, and she might relock it as I'm going in to correct. So we're here in the lockdown. First thing I like to do is I like to sit low and start hugging the hips. She's going to be trying to get underhooks and sitting up and playing, so I'm going to try to hug the hips here low. I'm going to bring my free knee underneath her knee here. Okay, so I'm really isolating her legs as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my heel to my butt. Okay, so if she tries to follow that, it's kind of hard because I'm pinning her legs by pinching my knees. And now I do a little windshield wiper, pommeling my foot through. From here, right away, I'm going to bring my elbow inside her knee and press it over my knee so she can't relock her lockdown. And now I can start playing into 3/4 mount and things of that nature. Right? So again, she has that lockdown. Okay, I'm gonna block, go low. Ooh, you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna block here, go low, hug the hips, sit my knee inside, foot to my butt, and I'm gonna pommel, windshield wiper. Elbow goes inside the knee, I bring my knee to my elbow, and now I can start playing knee cut style positions, okay? That's one option I really like, it works well for me, but it is determined by my ability to get low on the hips and hug the hips, okay? Another good option I like, let's switch sides now.
So sweaty.
Yeah. Another good option I like is if she has the lockdown here, what I'm going to look to do, I call this the skydiver pass. And it does help for me to have the far underhook, but I don't need it. But it helps quite a bit. What I'm going to look to do here, I'm blocking her arms, I get this far underhook, and now I'm going to dive my chest down to the mat. I like to hug this elbow to me, but I skydiver myself down. Looks like I'm skydiving. Looks like I'm falling through the air. What that does for me is it pins her bottom knee, this knee, it pins it to the mat.
So now it's quite easy for me to pommel my foot over the top of her knee and keep it pinned. Now that I'm pinning this foot, it's easy for me to bring my heel to my butt, rotate my ankle out, and start piking my hips up here. And now I can cut to 3/4 mount, or I can knee cut to a conventional knee cut pass, right? So those are two really good ways of dealing with the lockdown as a pass, right? Now, the last one I like to play, this is a really good, fun option that if you get on any of your friends, you can hold it over their head for the rest of your lives, is the standing Indian deathlock, okay? The standing Indian deathlock looks something like this. She gets the lockdown, okay? Everything's going good for her here. I like to pin the inside biceps and kind of keep her stuck here. I'm gonna look to put my toes on the mat. So I kind of bring my knee forward, put my toes on the mat. And now I'm gonna push off of her and step my leg up but far away. Try to scoop my leg. It's so far. Okay, don't step up here because now she's gonna scoop your leg and you're gonna be in trouble. Step up far. And now I'm gonna push off the mat and start to step up onto my primary leg here. Now get out of this position. Go ahead and get out. She's stuck. So now what we do is we push down on both their knees and I straighten my leg, look. And you get them in like really bad calf slicers and all sorts of brutality right there. Standing Indian deathlock. One more time. Okay, so we're here. She's got the lock. Okay, I'm gonna bring my knee forward and put my toes on the mat. I'm blocking her here. I'm gonna step up far, start to stand up here onto my foot. Now she's trapped. I come up, push on the knees, straighten my leg, boom. There's my standing Indian deathlock. I get to laugh at her and make fun of her for the rest of time, right? So those are some good options right there for how to deal with the lockdown. First and foremost, do not let them scoop your free leg. They scoop your free leg, unless you're freaky flexible, you're in a bad spot. Do not let them scoop your free leg. Either drop low on the hips, pin their legs, and pommel your foot, or skydive her out to the side, pinning their knee, get an inside foot position, and start escaping the lockdown with passing potential. If none of that's working, or you just want to try something fun and mess with your friends, try the standing Indian deathlock, hold it over their head forever, bragging rights for life. Again, I'm Andrew, this is Aggie. We're here at Nexus Jiu-Jitsu in Folsom. Like, subscribe, throw a comment down in the comment section, and try it out, let me know how it goes. And we'll see you in the next one.